Several years ago, I saw a workshop where a gentleman came up and he just wanted to share that chocolate and appreciate that knowing that I could come out here and access infinite intelligence without any expectation. And I really just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah. And you don't even have to be here to do that, because your inner being haunts you like a dogged ghost. Everywhere you go, your inner being is right there, loving on you, knowing, offering, and you're tuning into it. Yes, you are. Your inner being is in every moment, in every situation, in every conversation, right at the root of every desire. In other words, you are never without that. Sometimes you're tuned to a frequency where you claim it isn't there, but that's on you. And that's what your inner being wanted you to know about this, that it's an inside job.
You had a workshop where you were able to articulate that you and non-physical get to enjoy the experience through us being here. And in me hearing what you were intending, I understood that God, however we appreciate that, loves us because we're here, because we exist. Because fundamentally we're in this.
We're all in this together. The non-physical part of it and the physical part of it, one part of it is not more important than the other part of it, and both parts of it are necessary for the whole of it. If source were not there in non-physical, which is not a there, in an energy, if that were not happening and that steadiness of knowing the well-being were not there, then you would have no way of measuring your relationship with it. And then well-being would not be the dominance of the universe. But it's ridiculous to have that conversation, because that's not how it is. Well-being is dominant, and each of you in your physical form get to decide how much of that well-being you let in or not in any moment in time. And the most beautiful thing about your emotional guidance system is, if you pay attention, you can tell moment by moment how you're doing. Kate, when she was 4 or 5, had a little car that she would hide in the big building that's the center in San Antonio where Jerry and Esther's are. And she would hide it, and then she would say, okay, come and find it. And then she would give them clues. You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. And she did not and does not have an ounce of duplicity in her. In other words, she knew it was her job to guide them to it. But Jerry would play like he had no awareness. And so he'd go off in the wrong direction, and she'd say, colder, 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 colder. And Jerry would stop, and she would say, and Jerry would start to turn in the other direction, and she'd say, warmer, 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 warmer. And every time, like your inner being, because she knew where it was, she guided him right to it. And your inner being is doing the same thing. Crankier, 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 ornerier, 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 lonelier, 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 madder, 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 afraider, afraider, afraider. We make words up. Happier, interested, more fun, more eager, more loving, more interesting. That's your inner being calling you right to what you said you want, and so much more than you said you want just lately, because what you've been saying you want has morphed into something so magnificent. That's why it is so frustrating when you don't move in the direction of it.